Welcome, I'm Judy Howard and this is the Hanson Howard Gallery, and this is the month of December, which is a month that we always do a show showing most of our artists, and we try to get some of everybody's work up, and it's very eclectic, and we do what we call salon type hanging. Sometimes things are stacked, so it's a busier looking exhibit than usual, but people just love it because they get to see what everybody does. This first painter is Randall Tipton, who is new to us. We're very pleased to include him in our gallery, and he does landscapes. And as we move along, you'll see bowls by Phil Patterson, who's been with us for many years. Turned bowls. This is a cabinet by Warren Strauss, which has glass shelves in it. And this is a piece by Marie Moretzka, which is glass on metal. It's a 3 or 4 part piece. If you look closely, you can see the different sections. Bobby Jansen is a painter. She does oil paintings, and we have 3 of her pieces up. And as we move along toward the end, you'll see Lyle Matouche, who is very well known as a printmaker, but in the last 10 years has started working with pastels. And this is an example of his work called Hats. This piece in the corner, the sculpture, is a very life-size figure done by Claire Barr Wilson after she visited China and saw some of the images that were buried that have to do with the funeral guards to the tombs. As we move around, the piece above the easel is by Clifford Wilton, W-I-L-T-O-N. And this is actually a book stand, which I call an easel, but it could be used for other things as well, by Warren Strauss, who also made the cabinet. This is a painting by Karen Stahl, who's been real active with us for many years. She does mostly figurative work. And in the corner we have a piece by Anne Trevogel. She's from Anacortes, Washington. And that's an oil painting. Right below this is Candace Miller's piece, which is called Queen Merlot, made from a grapevine, and she uses ceramic parts to do the head and the feet, and very whimsical and fun. And then the arms are found objects as well, with the little fork type figures. And then as we go along, 2 more pieces by Clifford Wilton. And in the center of this wall, we have some work by Jean Chalmers, who has kind of returned to us after taking a break for a few years. She's back into painting and doing some very interesting watercolors on vellum. Then this is a painting by Denise Souza Finney, which is very textural, and she's known for her flamenco dancers pretty much. This is a little bit of a departure from that kind of figure. And Robert DeVoe, who has been with us since we first opened the gallery for 28 years. He's a very well-known painter nationally, and did these smaller pieces especially for this show. This sculpture is by Nelson Davis, who has been with us for this year. We're very thrilled with his work. He does a lot of sculptures from found objects and carves wooden parts to make them connect together. And people have really enjoyed his work. We're very thrilled with his work. Denise Kester, who's also been with us for a long time, did the monoprints that you see on the wall. She has dogs, and so she's very enthused about including them in some of her compositions. She also does a lot of other imaginary animals in other pieces. And as we head toward the front of the gallery, we have a beautiful painting here by Noriko Sugita Becraft, who is a painter who's gone to school here in Ashland at the university, graduated a few years ago, and has moved to Portland, which has been very successful with oil painting and prints. We have more of Randall Tipton's landscapes. He's new to us. We're kind of featuring Randall Tipton and Noriko because they're new to the gallery this year. Then there are several ceramic pieces around by Jim Robinson, and the ceramic sculpture, small figures, which are porcelain, by Aggie Zed, who comes to us from the East Coast. Then we have bowls by John Dowling. He works with local woods. These are madrone. These are actually burls. And the paintings on the wall are on oil on aluminum, very unique process by Tyrell Collins, who is also new to us. So we're sort of featuring the new artists up front. Ken Grant has been with us for many years, and we've done very well for him. He does the interior scapes, I guess we could call them, that are usually done in old Victorian houses, so they have lots of interesting lines, and with just a single chair or a single piece of furniture, he makes a very dramatic shadow and light kind of composition. And the windows are more ceramics. Jim Robinson and Jim Kraft, who's from Seattle, did the large vessel. And as we come to this corner, this is Wataru Sugiyama, who does a lot of beautiful Asian, Japanese type images. And Dennis Miners has done several of these sort of aqua-colored pots that have beautiful drawings on them. And Michael Schwartz, pit-fired ceramics. Marie Moretska again did the glass on metal that's on the wall, and right below that, Bill Kucha, who is a sculptor from the coast, has sent us these two sculptures just recently. Pamela Crow from Bend has done the turtle image that's up in the window. And finally,